we need you to build an ad mat for Broadway shows. And then the next morning it was on a billboard in Times Square.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
It's the Jonas Brothers. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Wednesday.
We have so much to cover here on this Wednesday. Right down the street on Broadway. Would we call this a residency at the Marquee?
Yes, but every night you're getting different music. So if you're a real Jonas Brothers fan, you really have to go to every single night. You can't miss a night. It's crazy.
Go. Whose idea was this? This is awesome.
It's kind of collectively, like we all thought it would be fun to do something in New York. We've had a residency for the last like almost 2 years in Las Vegas, like going back and forth every other few months, and that feeling of being on stage and the consistency, there's just some magic to it that we wanted to kind of recreate in other cities. So maybe we'll pick more cities to do the same concept, but we would go on stage in Vegas and try to change the set list every night, change it up, because we've noticed a lot of the familiar faces were coming, making it a weekend affair for themselves. So we said, why don't we do this in New York? And we kind of pulled it together, like, I think it was less than a week. It's pretty hilarious. So the guy that created the, I guess you could call it ad mat for the shows, he was woken up in the middle of the night. I heard the story from a friend through a friend. Woke up in the middle of the night and was like, hey, we need you to build an ad mat for Broadway shows. And then the next morning it was on a billboard in Times Square. So that shows you how fast we came up with this idea and put it on.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And it will be different every night. So, I mean, I guess each night will represent a different album.
Yeah, I think each night, depending on how much music there is, which is a lot, you know, we have to learn some more songs again, actually, thinking about it. We'll figure that out. But yeah, well, it'll be inspired by each of the albums. And then, of course, at the end of it, there's a brand new album, The Album, which is going to be really exciting to play in full as well.
Will you do one song every single night, like one of your hits, like every single night, the same one?
I think, you know, look, at the end of the day, and I'd feel really bad for somebody who's just kind of a Jonas Brothers fan that comes to the show, because it's definitely like, you got to know your catalog. But look, we would obviously probably play some fan favorites that are not on those albums, you know? We can't help ourselves.
All right.
Can I take you guys back to one of my favorite concert experiences was when you kicked off your tour in Miami. I think this was the tour, right?
Yeah.
This is the
You guys were there. That was so much fun.
And to see all three of you guys on stage, and we're sitting with your families as well. There was this energy in that room, and even though your music on album in the studio is always great, but you just really gave us quite the gift that night. It was one of my favorite concert experiences of all time, and I don't know if I ever said thank you, but
thank you.
So how does it feel to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of
Fame? Can't take it away. In the concrete. No, I mean that was a pretty special day. Again, we got to celebrate with our friends and family, and you know, I didn't know how I would really feel about it till we got there. As in just the weight of it, and you know, 20 years in to get an accolade like that was pretty cool. But it was, you know, even more fun to think about the fact that it really will be there in the ground forever next to some other pretty incredible names. And so just really humbling, and you know, what a fun day.
Well, it's about 1.5 miles from my star.
No, that's the first question I think we had when we got we found out, like on the text thread, like, hey guys, you're gonna get a star, and we're like, oh my god. And then I'm like, who are we going to be next to?
Yeah.
Well, who's your neighbor?
There's some people, you know, you just maybe don't want to be next to. We had great neighbors, though. We were like in the musician aisle. So we're right up front, the old Live Nation building. And I think I think
it's like a lot of boy bands, too.
Yeah, it's like Backstreet. Yeah.
Backstreet.
I'm across from the Hustler store.
As you should be.
That makes sense.
So if you have some batteries, you're always welcome to stop by.
Do you guys have to hire someone to like come and make sure your star is always clean?
Yeah, you're going to get gum on it.
We play, you know, a lot of golf, as we talk about boringly every time we probably are on this Zoom. But what we're going to do is, you know, have like an ongoing bet. So whoever loses the bet has to go and like with one of those buffers on Hollywood Boulevard and just make sure our star's nice and shiny.
Joe, you're going to be doing that a lot.
That's nice.
It
Nice
is.
try, Kev.
It's insane, actually. I was thinking about this. You know, it was over 4 years ago today, like this morning, that we woke you up in your apartment, Elvis, when we were coming back.
That was
4 years ago.
You know, I don't know. I always say this, and I'm going to say it again. I'm so proud of you guys, and
Thank you.
this new album. Now let's talk about that. It's not coming out till what?
May 12th.
Where is this album taking us? I know that's kind of a weird question, but where's this music taking us on this journey?
I think there's a lot of different inspirations and concepts and visions that we have for this album. John Bellion was kind of our masters of ceremony for this project, and was really helpful and resourceful in kind of leading us musically in a different direction. And we just kind of like let him take the steering wheel. And that was something that we're not used to really, but it was a challenge for us, challenge for him. And it was a beautiful friendship. So he's another addition to the family of brothers, and what he was able to come up with and create, and we were able to create together. I think it's really unique, and it's hard to say like, oh, it sounds like this, it sounds like that. Like, I don't think it would do the album justice, because it does also have this kind of a lot of new production elements to it. So where is it taking you? I hope it takes you on a road trip. I think it's a good road trip album. You get in a convertible and you're driving cross country.
And John Bellion's one of those guys who, like, it's so effortless for him. He just says something and it's brilliant. He's just a brilliant guy.
He's great. Yeah, we asked him to speak before the Star, actually, and
Right.
he said, he had the funniest quote. He was like, he's like, when you guys called me, he's like, I was trying to play it cool. He's like, but I was flopped on my bed with chicken nuggets on my belly. And I'm like on FaceTime with the Jonas Brothers trying to play it cool. Like, yeah, guys, totally. I would love to be there. Yeah, I'll show up for you guys. He's like, I wasn't sure if this is what they're expecting.
But he's always a surprise. Everything he says surprises you, because
The album will surprise you.
Guys, I am a card-carrying member of the VIP fan club and newsletter.
Do they have cards?
Well, I don't know if they have
We do.
cards, but I
They're
get first
purple.
crack at all your merch, and I can't
Yeah.
wait. I learned about this last week, about this 5-night stay. I can't wait. How do you feel about that?
We love it.
Cool.
You know what's really fun about this show is that playing the Marquee Theater, it's like, one, we've always wanted to do something on Broadway for a little bit, which is really fun. But two, I think it's only like 1,500 seats per night, so it's going to be like really intimate, really beautiful, and really, really cool. And I cannot wait to be back in New York for a stretch. I get to go home every night. It's going to be great.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
that.
awesome.
And also, our studios are right around the corner from Marquee. So
Oh yeah.
feel free to
free.
come on in. You always have an invitation here, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for Wings. We're going to play it now, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And we'll see
Awesome,
you on
thank you.
Broadway.
Thank you, guys.
And Kevin, tell your wife Danielle I'm spending way too much money on her jewelry. Thank you very much. I'm getting in
Well,
trouble
just
at home.
send me a note, and you're on the VIP club
Okay, thank
club
you,
member now.
thank
You'll
you,
get it for free now.
Oh wait, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Thank you guys.
Thank
you.
you.
guys. See
Waking
you,
up in the
everybody.
middle
Have a
of the
great
night
day.
to do this, and congratulations and everything. We'll see you on Broadway.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.